Rudy Drive. We welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
To kick off for Cleveland.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Back to throw here. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it's a second down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And some room to roam now. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at the view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. He's got daylight. The 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Steelers 0. Austin Seibert to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second down, Mostert. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A lane there to run as Mostert able to get about 7 there on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Steelers nothing.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Mostert. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
One more time with Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Just like that.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Boswell good with the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. That time, a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for White on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The Steelers.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
At the 49-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. This is Mostert. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have the Steelers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
7-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On play action, they'll throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
down. 3rd and 14.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
A gain of 50.
It's a big play there for the Browns. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 14-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Now 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Running for it. Here's Cho. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
He was taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. That is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A game there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he puts it through.
That ties the game, 14. Chris Boswell to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now here's a 1st down throw that's complete. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop the throw. Ebron's got it. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And Boswell's kick is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. And it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a fast footwork by White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 27, Steelers 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And this will be incomplete. The physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The Steelers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
First down and goal to go.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
At their 48-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Incomplete, nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. He's back to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for and 2. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to throw. He hits White, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Alex Highsmith. And the Steelers are close to finishing.